Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL Pro League, brought to you by Intel. The world is watching. Get your Intel processor now to speed up your game. Anyway, we're going to jump into the matches for tonight, and joining me for these lovely games is going to be John Allen, wearing his nice light mint shirt, as we concluded before we came live on the broadcast. I love the colour,
We did.
say.
You got it in one.
I got it in one.
I was very impressed. It was... I was thinking, you know, is it aquamarine? Is it turquoise? I don't know, but light mint, straight in there.
See, you're a man of many talents: observing, casting, maths, all of the above.
Colour guessing.
Interior design, that's me. But let's talk about our games for tonight, obviously. And before we do so, let's have a look at the standings from the previous few weeks to see where we're catching up, at least in this week of Pro League. Our first game for today is going to be FaZe versus GODSENT. Anything interesting with the board that you want to talk about?
Well, we don't actually have the points on each of these teams on screen at the moment, but I did some research earlier, and the difference between 2nd and 11th place is only 11 points, which means that all of these teams are really, you're going to be looking at, each of these teams are going to be looking to vie for those top spots. I think Fnatic have confirmed themselves as being sort of certainly in the top 6. I don't think it's all firmed up just yet. Obviously, some of these teams having played more games, some of them having played a couple less, isn't going to be as firm. But these coming weeks, these next games, they're going to be starting to come through on this board. Yeah,
again, teams like GODSENT, who we have up tonight, definitely not out for a chance. We saw G2 make it up from 13th place in the last season to actually all the way to the grand finals. So, you know, they can definitely do it. GODSENT are still in with a shot. But let's have a look at the schedule for today as well. See what games we have both now and coming up later on both the mainstream and us lovely people here over on the B stream. So FaZe, GODSENT starting off as we said, and then G2 Heroic later on. So we're going to be seeing that. But let's stick with it now. Let's stick with FaZe GODSENT. I think a very interesting game coming in, especially with a map pool Cbble Inferno. Anything you want to touch on before we go in?
Well, both of these teams haven't really been playing Cbble at all. FaZe have played it twice, GODSENT not at all. Yeah. So, I mean, there's upset potential there for GODSENT. Obviously, coming into this, I think we talked about this before, FaZe definitely are our favourites going into this. You know, having come off the E-League kind of train as well, and they're going to be ready to sort of bring the thunder. But if they're not so familiar with this sort of map with Cobblestone, there is potential for GODSENT to come in. But unfortunately, they haven't got any games on it either. So it's really, you know, could go either way, I'd say. But it realistically, FaZe, I'm still pegging as absolute favourite in this.
Definitely, I don't think many people would disagree. And I feel like if there is going to be an upset, it will be over on Cbble, as you said. You know, it's a map that GODSENT have never won. It's a map that FaZe have only played twice. And obviously, while GODSENT not known for being good on Cbble, FaZe neither. So it's a big question mark coming into today. I think we'll be seeing probably the most interesting level of CS for tonight in this first map rather than the others, because obviously the lack of map pool. GODSENT, a team known for its lack of map pool as well. They don't touch maps. Neither Nuke or Cbble are really played at all by that team, whereas FaZe are you know, top team in the world currently. They play all 7, almost, excluding Cbble, sorry. But yeah, either way, leading the way of FaZe myself, especially for that 2-0, and the bets are looking the same. Did you predict that?
Very, very close. I had written it down, and you can see it there. I got 1.3. I had 1.3 for FaZe and 3.5 for GODSENT. So I'm going to call that a win for me. Yeah,
I called 1.25 for FaZe. I think. And
you were in 2.6.
Yeah, I was 2.7 or something for
this guy.
So not even
interior design.
Not predictions, not predictions. But yeah, I feel like this is the map that the GODSENT could definitely take if there was going to be one. That being said, I'm not really leaning towards them in any way, shape or form for this matchup. Inferno, again, moving on to the second map later, that's just such a strong map for FaZe, right? You know, it's one that they're 8-1 on in the last 3 months, I think, if I'm correct, and GODSENT 2-5, not even close to touching FaZe. And especially considering the teams that these two teams are playing, you know, FaZe are currently winning championships like ESL 1 New York, E-League, for example. GODSENT are only just qualifying for minors. I mean, the other day they just lost to both AGO, the 3rd/4th best Polish team, depending on how you want to rank them, and Ixtatus, who obviously also qualified for the minor. But then these are teams at GODSENT. They're up in Pro League. They shouldn't be losing to these guys.
But it was the case that they did. Obviously, GODSENT quite low. I think they were sat in that 13th place. Yeah. So they are towards the bottom of the table. Obviously, FaZe right up there with the big dogs. Yeah. So and as you say, it's really a favourable map set for FaZe. GODSENT have the chance on Cbble, but going on to it was Mirage, wasn't it? Inferno. Oh no. Oh no.
May have predictions.
No.
Yeah. It may have predictions, but you may not.
Absolutely.
May not have a map pool.
But GODSENT whilst they have a relatively okay T side, the stats on their CT side just leave a lot to be wanted, desired. Yeah. GODSENT, I think it was a 28% win rate on their CT side. So FaZe just going to be able to stick it to them, hopefully. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. I'd like to hear your official prediction quickly before we get into the game.
2-0 FaZe.
2-0? Okay, I'm leaning the same way. Well, we're here either way. First map, FaZe, as expected, setting up fast towards a B-bomb site, looking like they're just going to burst in. We've got Nico with utility, strange choice, as usually Karrigan's a man to pick that up, and everyone else armored up. GODSENT already pre-rotating. They've got 5 players towards B, not even aggression on mid as well, so they're just going for the random stack here. Twist is falling back, but now it's Dennis. He's going to be met with a lot of players. Smoke over, double flash, Freddy B at the back, blind a bit, Schneider to kick things off. As Olof wraps around the backside, he'll pick up one, but already FaZe are falling like flies.
4 players left for the CT side, and FaZe are meeting a volley of resistance as they try and push on through the bomb. Drop down on site. He's going to take one more. Olof falls, and the final kill to boot as well. GODSENT take the pistol round with a very strong hold over on the B site.
Yeah, Schneider, great work as well. 3 kills in that pistol, all headshots. FaZe going to be shut down and just going for something very default in that pistol round, just trying to burst out to the B-bomb site. Cobblestone, a map where we're going to see a lot of B action. But it's the depth for FaZe that I'm worried about coming into this map. As we said on the desk just a second ago, this isn't a map that FaZe like to play a lot, so I'm slightly worried as to how their T-sides are going to be. Obviously, GODSENT, a team as well, strong on the T-side, known for the more puggy kind of style. They are Swedish, so it's what you expect of them. And, well, second round, they've got a lot of rifles in play.
Trying to get any picks off, and it's just holding at the back of the on plateau there, trying to go for those peaks, but Rain gets the first frag, is traded back pretty instantly on drop, but the deagle shot from Olaf does actually land. Dennis falls down as they continue to try and push, but they are just going to fall back here as Twist gets pushed on, traded out by Guardian with that CZ yet again, picks himself up a FAMAS. So he does have a little bit more strength now. Over on that A site, they have opened it up. There is no CT presence over on the A site, and they have to rotate a player away. They're going to need to put those resources there, and that gives FaZe some ground to work around.
Yeah, this is perfect. GODSENT going for the 1-1 split now. So that's why FaZe are grouping up. You saw Olaf originally towards B, and FaZe looking like they wanted to walk to the A site, but now they realized whichever bomb site they attack, chances are the setup will be 1-1. So FaZe can go in essentially a 3v1 into the bomb site. That being said though, GODSENT, they've decided against it, moving both players back towards B, retake on A, but it doesn't matter because FaZe are walking into the same site. Nico walking out with the deagle, doesn't realize there's one player in drop. They spot someone on the fountain, but it's going to be Freddy to strike first. So now both players now notice for GODSENT, but actually damage coming through from both sides. Freddy's down to 2 HP, and Olaf only less with that deagle will hit the shot. FaZe pick up that second round force buy. They're known for their pistol rounds, or at least their force buys, that being said. And yeah, a great one to start things off. 3 rifles on GODSENT will not be enough to contest with FaZe.
They came through, they got those picks, and they got those trades that they needed to. GODSENT potentially playing a couple of those close angles, and they let FaZe really sort of run riot there. I mean, we saw pushing up through on towards A, they got the pick close range with the CZ. Again, on drop, they got the pick with the CZ. They were playing those close angles, which is exactly what you need to do with the CZ. Deagle obviously raining through from Olaf, but the main majority of the strength that came through from FaZe there was from that CZ close play. GODSENT needed to fall back, play those longer angles, and they just weren't able to do so. And through the smoke, Olaf kicks off the round with a nice couple of bullets, just finding the headshot.
Not the way you want to start things off if you're GODSENT. Already losing some B defense. It's going to be now 2 players there as they go for the 2-2 setup again. Rain and Karrigan just lurking their way up towards A. And that's going to draw a rotation as well. FaZe actually moving the bomb back. So all 5 players looking like they want to commit towards this side of the map, and only 2 of GODSENT to defend. Already being a man down is going to make things difficult, but Twist will hear all the footsteps, knows these players are coming in, and grabs Rain. One quick frag. Disco coming in for support as well, but Nico's already got the trade. Disco now has to get one, but he gets none. Now that means FaZe have only doubled this man advantage. 4 on 2 as they burst into the bomb site, and Schneider and Dennis, they have to pick things back up.
With the UMP, Schneider is going to be their linchpin, but it's really not looking too hopeful here for them, as they're just going to try and harry through the smoke, not finding any damage. The bomb does get planted. They're waiting. They have the deagle on Dennis, and they're just looking for these exit frags at this point. They have got armor on both of their players. They can save up into the next round, potentially get a little more strength. Dennis not quite able to find the headshot onto Rain as he just crosses on him. And he is going to fall back towards the B-bomb site. Nico with that FAMAS just trying to spot him out, but they are just going to save. 1 in drop, 1 on the B side.
yeah, again, it's going to be an eco round for GODSENT coming into the next, so that's not a big surprise. Not going to see any more investments around these two saved weapons, and FaZe are already hunting Olaf, sneaking into B. The plateau, the position this man is known for, or at least was known for. As he works his way up into the site, there's a free kill. Ooh, supposedly, gets it anyway. So Schneider now alone, doesn't really matter too much. Again, GODSENT should be full USPs, maybe a couple of PT50s next round, but they really haven't got a lot of money to play with. Schneider swaps out the pistol, keeps the UMP, and FaZe 2-1. They're going to have a fairly simple time at this anti-eco as well, you would assume.
Yeah, Rain, I'm not too sure what rifle he's been given, but I'm assuming he's going to pick one up in a
he's just playing
second.
Yeah, he's just playing pistol. Don't need to. Again,
Fair
it's
enough.
full eco for GODSENT. Chances are FaZe, if they lose a player, which is unlikely anyway, that Rain can just grab the gun of them. No point grabbing a gun that he's just going to upgrade. He's not got enough for an AK, so if he buys an SMG here, chances are he doesn't make the money back. So just play with a pistol and either take the gun off of your teammates or win the round and then buy up an AK next. So it really doesn't matter. You see a lot of teams do this, and it's a good way of saving money early game.
Trying to land those USP headshots. Twist on the A site. Jumping up, will spot out one of the players, but isn't able to get the damage through, and that P250 is all you need. Finally taken down, traded back by Schneider, but they do get the plant on the A site with a convincing just walk on. There was very little resistance there, and it's kind of to be expected in a round like this. GODSENT just starting to fall with a couple more players. Olaf does get the headshot as Disco tries to push through. Ooh. Actually gets traded back. Kerrigan finds one as well, and Schneider chimes in with a third kill of the round. He's got 3 of these FaZe Clan members so far. Don't think they're going to be looking to go for too much more. Only a P250 in the hand, so he's going to be pushing on towards this A site. He will hear out one of the players and tries to go for the shots, lands it. Nico does go down, but Guardian is ready and waiting just to trade it back, and Schneider once more wants to just save that UMP, has the armor, helmet, and the flashbang as well. So GODSENT will start to be looking to buy up into this round.
Yeah, that's really good work from Schneider as well. He started things off taking down Rain, actually lurking on B with a PT50, but then goes in and catches not only a rotation, but also a player up on the A-bomb site. So good work. We'll keep the UMP in play, so almost kind of playing a bonus here. And the biggest surprise of this is we don't see an AWP pulled up for GODSENT. This is what I would expect to see coming into this round. Just get Disco that AWP early on into this map. But no, FaZe have their own, and GODSENT, they aren't going to be contesting it. Guardian, he sets up towards a B site early on, nothing going to be there. Molotov's going down. GODSENT just making sure FaZe don't burst into that B bomb site, because again, going into the first buy, if FaZe were to switch up the pace and just bomb into B, they could easily shut down GODSENT's first buy. But no, a good amount of utility. However, it's all used early on.
A player disadvantage for FaZe. They are still going to continue their push as Rain equalizes the numbers into Disco. Olaf does sense that there's someone there. Schneider waiting patiently and just gets fragged around the corner. Olaf finds that one as they continue to just try and push that presence in towards B. They haven't gone for the full execute yet. As you said, all of the utility used now on GODSENT. A little bit left on FaZe Clan, so they have the advantage if they choose to push in. Dennis fully flashed out, trying to hide down by the staircase, able to find one. Kerrigan ready to trade it back, but again, GODSENT coming in with these late round refrags, bringing those scorelines equal. FaZe do have the bomb site, but this time GODSENT have a real chance of going for the retake.
They don't know that Twist is here, though. He snuck behind them. One quick kill, fakes, and he does get taken down by Guardian, so doesn't grab that second one. Now the 1v1, holding with the AWP, 1 bullet needed. He knows Freddy B was last seen in Connector as he pushes on in. Guardian, simplest shot of his life. It's FaZe Clan to 5-4 rounds, but that being said, a close one. Comes down to the 1v2. While Guardian does pick it up, that's no economy now built for FaZe Clan. They invest back down again, but look at their money. They've got nothing really to fall back on. As GODSENT now sit with a maxed out loss bonus, they're going to be able to buy things down a little bit. Schneider back on that UMP that we've seen him had effect with a couple of rounds ago, but by and large, not too much. This is, again, an expected 5th for FaZe Clan, and then moving forward, GODSENT can buy up with a lot of utility. And again, I'd like to see that AWP up on Disco.
Mac 10 in the hands of Olaf. He is going to be trying to go for those close range headshots. No helmets to contend with, so a little bit more damage coming through. The pistols not able to do so much work against them, and they're just going to start their push on. Olaf leading the charge. There is a stack to contend with. Well, not a full stack, but 3 players playing up close onto this broken wall. Olaf finds the headshot taken down to AHP. One of them pushes up, and Dennis is going to find 2 shots with this CZ. 4 bullets left in the clip. That's all you need if you can land the headshot, and he is able to pick up the 3rd. Grabs the Mac 10, but it's just a little bit too late as Nico finally ends that killing spree.
He tries to grab the AWP from Guardian that he killed in the corner, but he actually gets Olaf Mac 10. Maybe he could have got the kill if he grabbed the AWP instead, but that's so unfortunate. Either way, the damage has been done, and GODSENT, they've got themselves into a great situation. Need to be able to trade effectively. That could result in them winning the round, and a nice close position with Freddy B. But he's not got armor to work with. That's the most important part. Luckily, 2 players on this B bomb site. The pushed up position from Disco holding the rotations mean FaZe are either forced to go B or back into his hand, so they'll just go into this site. GODSENT sitting close with 2 players, and Rain just holding on. 35 seconds left on the clock, so they've got a bit of time to work with. Rain has utility as well, but Nico, he's going to make some noise. Falls into the drop down, starting to move on rounds, starting to clear the site as well, but he won't be able to spot Freddy B here, so he is still going to be the most lethal player of this round. If Rain doesn't grab this kill, it's all going to fall apart. Damage, but it's the aim punch that takes him, and now Nico spots a second player. Doppman comes in for support on the back line, and Twist finishes off Nico. Great round for GODSENT. Not the one you expected them to win, but nonetheless, they're up to 2.
That triple kill over towards the B site plateau, so crucial. They just weren't able to get those frags. They weren't able to push it on through, and they just got completely destroyed there. The AWP wasn't able to land the shot as well. Pushed in close with the CZ, finally shut down, but it was too late. The damage was done. 3 players down, 2 players left against 3. Even with pistols, that is a tall order even for FaZe Clan. Obviously, still have the advantage with the guns, but it just wasn't the rest of the round. They weren't able to pick up the rest of the round. GODSENT with a very nice eco clutch, and Guardian, he's a little bit angry. He's going to get the first frag straight away with that AWP. No more funny business. Guardian raining through. 4 players left for GODSENT, so they are just going to put 3 of those over on the B site. 1 playing close to the sewers over on A, and the bomb is actually near towards where they could push through, and he's holding the angle that they could potentially try and go for.
Yeah, it looked like they were setting up for this connector split, but it's very uncommon to see 3 players make their way through there. So actually, bomb still dropped inside the halls, and FaZe with a 2-man advantage somehow with these pistols, now starting to assert up towards the A bomb site with just 2 players, make that 1 Karrigan. He's got utility, so right now Karrigan's just throwing in the fake. He's actually drawing GODSENT back with the rotations from this utility as well, so this is going to be perfect, because FaZe are about to walk into B that's empty. We've got a triple rotate from GODSENT, and no way that they suddenly double back towards B with this utility being thrown in. Look, everyone's committed. They're actually playing default. Karrigan running through the connector, and GODSENT, hook, line, and sinker. They're on the wrong side of the map. FaZe with pistols will get it done. That is ridiculous, but still a retake is possible. Again, with the weaponry FaZe have, it's not great for this after plant. It's going to be, again, down to Guardian to do the damage. No one's picked up a weapon just yet, but GODSENT, they've got to go for this. Pushes straight through. Nico to contend with. Rain finds 1 kill on Guardian as well, but Nico didn't actually manage to get any, but Schneider taken down to 7 HP, is just going to have to back off of that one. Wants to save that that M4, the armor, everything that he's got as well. Just looking to continue that sort of buy strength that they would have from that pistol round that they won. Coming in, that economic strength will be crucial going in forwards in these rounds, but that sort of fake, the only time I've ever seen something like that, have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Yeah, I have.
The first film, when they steal the boat from the harbour, where they steal one boat, they chase them with the other boat, and then as they board one, they just swap boats, and then they take off on the fastest boat.
It's been a while, but I remember.
In the sea.
Who's Jack Sparrow on the FaZe team?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that Nico?
I suppose, who was it who sold the fake?
Karrigan was selling the fake, so I guess Karrigan, Jack Sparrow. What a great round, though, from FaZe. Again, the early 2 picks from Guardian, that should never be allowed from GODSENT when you're up against pistols and a saved AWP. So, silly round from GODSENT. But they can still buy up. The single M4 allows them a little bit more utility as well. But Dennis is down on the CZ. However, we've seen him do work up on the plateau with that before. Made to repeat in the hands of Twist. GODSENT, well, they've got a buy here. They've not got a lot of utility. Again, we saw this a couple of rounds ago. They had their issues. They used all of their smokes and molotovs early on the plateau, and then, 10 seconds, 20 seconds into the round, FaZe was just like, okay, we can walk into wherever we want now because the GODSENT have no more utility to hold us back. And that's a similar situation. Up towards long, the AWP will play, but FaZe are looking to take a bit of a mid presence, and with this double setup towards long, this doesn't allow for any information from GODSENT when it comes to mid. FaZe can just fully push their way up, so that means GODSENT have to fully rotate Schneider off of the B site, allowing FaZe to just take control down towards a drop down. So right now, this split is going to be perfect. As 2 players make their way into drop, GODSENT going to pull things back to the A bomb site. Schneider rotates.
Twist went down. Where did Twist go down?
Up on long.
Up on long?
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. But nonetheless, FaZe Clan again moving back towards this B site. Nico opens it up out of the drop. Will peer out the player, but It's not going to come out too good for him. 2 HP left as they do push through. Olaf cleans that one up finally. 2 players left now for GODSENT as they go for the retake. Potentially, no, looking for the save. Probably wiser here. FaZe Clan just storm once more into the B site. And they've done this. They did this last round. They sort of put their presence in the bomb even more towards this A site. Tried to go and get their foot in there. And when they couldn't sort of spot anything, go for those picks. Oh no, Rain able to just take down Schneider as he turns the wrong way just at the wrong time. Check your angles, my friend. But yeah, they rotated from that A site to the B site 2 rounds in a row. And this is something that maybe we'll see them do again. Push in towards that A site, towards the sewer position, try and get some information, and then rotate all their players back towards B. Because right now, GODSENT are investing what seems to be far too much in towards this A site.
Yeah, just a very messy round from GODSENT with this setup, because obviously I like the double long setup early on, but it just gives away mid-control, and as a result we saw 3 players on A early on, which was not what GODSENT wanted, given FaZe had so much drop control. And then because NiKo got that drop control, and he was like, okay, if no one's contesting this, they've probably got the AAA play, let's just rotate players back. And of course with Twist being spotted over on A long as well, that gives even more info to FaZe. So yeah, they just go, no, we'll just go B, rotate back down through, free bomb site, GODSENT with only 2 defenders, and it's a clean round for FaZe again. So really nice setup from the FaZe side, really nice rotation. But now we go into just a single M4 buy here from GODSENT, a single saved weapon. Everyone else on pistols, and that one M4 will make things work. Already NiKo going to be taken out of the equation. But FaZe as a result, they just storm on back, switching up the pace and running towards the bomb site. Doppler, nothing coming through for him. That's the M4 dropped, and that's GODSENT losing out on their chances this round.
USPs. P250, maybe that could be the powerhouse of Twist coming in through for GODSENT, but FaZe Clan do have a position on this A site. They haven't got the bomb on yet. Rain, did you not spot that out? Maybe it wasn't quite there for him. Ooh, and a lot of damage going through for that P250, but Guardian able to just take him down, and now it's GODSENT pushing on. They probably will be going for this retake, at least with 2 of their members, as Schneider actually has picked up that M4, taken out of his hands by Olaf, as he gets the double headshot, and FaZe Clan take another round. 7-2 now on their T side.
Again, this is what we were worried about happening. Obviously, both these teams very much stronger on their T side, especially on this map as well. GODSENT really not showing us a whole lot, but we've not seen a huge amount of buys. Again, it's been very back and forth with economy. Now we're going to have another one in play. No AWP to contend with Guardians, that's been doing very well. Olaf, he's got the spawn for B. May we be going El Clasico here. The classic Olaf smoke down. He's going to run on past it, get himself in a good position. Molotov as well to support him. And Dennis pushing up. Olaf will try and contend with it, but he'll go down. It's a messy spray. Luckily, GODSENT make it through. The run through the Molotov works perfectly, but NiKo looking to trade. Not going to check his close left. Will go down to Dennis. 2 kills so far, but he won't find a 3rd.
Dennis is invisible, able to get the 2 frags on FaZe Clan as they start their push up towards B. They are nonetheless on the site now. Kerrigan will get the bomb plant. Again, playing sneaky beaky, gets 1, but traded out by Rain. 2 players versus 2. Rain actually forced back away from the chicken coop, taken down very, very low there, and 18 HP as Twist finds a frag onto Guardian. Needs to land the headshot here if he's in with a shot. Does manage to do just that, and now it's just Disco versus Rain. Rain will land the headshot once more, and FaZe Clan with a nice clutch play from Rain, able to get 8 rounds on the board now on their T side, and GODSENT really don't have much more to work with in terms of their economy. They're buying up that armor. They're going to be looking to try and buy next round, but is it too little too late?
That's a disgusting clutch from Rain. There's no reason the player up on Plateau should be peeking early. Committed to the fight, Rain gets a free pick and then just turns it into a 1v1 versus Doppler. And just a silly, silly round. Again, GODSENT making these mistakes and FaZe just exploiting it. As now we're again into these pistols. CZ's across the board pretty much. FaZe up towards A long, going to be sneaking their way through. Only 2 players down towards B though. So right now FaZe again set up for this connector split. We've seen a bit of control. The last time we saw FaZe throw in this connector split play, they actually put 2 players in drop, and then it was around that they went, oh wait, B's empty, let's just walk into this site, and the bomb actually rotated. They didn't commit towards the A side attack. This time, however, it may be a different story. We've got a lot of control down through B. 3 players here. A close mid player is going to be in the form of Dennis, and FaZe already setting up smoke, so definitely committed to this one. They will fly on in. It's going to be Twist towards a SWAT van, trying across towards a site, but he's spotted, and he's the only player without armor as well, already tagged as FaZe push up.
Oh, shooting into the side of the building is not going to do you any good, as Kerrigan just takes him down as well. Finds a 3rd into the round so far. 1 more they need to clean it up. 1 more kill, and Olaf seems like he knows where it is. Actually does spot him out, but taken down to 10 HP. That CZ will be able to get the damage, so that's a rifle. They will be able to save, and the armor as well, so GODSENT will have a little bit more strength. That potentially might allow them to buy an AWP. I'm not too sure on the exact amount of the economy that will be coming through, but Frederick, again, Freddy, sorry. Frederick? What am I talking about? Freddy? Oh dear. It's been a long travel day.
Are you on first name basis with Freddy? You call him Frederick?
Why not?
Just a big fan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But Kerrigan, there you can see he just opened up onto 2 of those players and was able to just completely clutch that out. Not clutch, just open up the frag onto the A site. Decimate, yeah. probably a more accurate word to use there. But yeah, FaZe Clan again just running away with this half so far, as predicted. Maybe the odds obviously 3.5 against GODSENT, and it looks like they're living up to those numbers.
Definitely so. They need a few rounds on the CT side, because again, moving forward, maybe their T side can have a bit of resurrection, but they don't have a buffer just yet. However, look at this round. Again, we talked about how if GODSENT put players up towards this A-long position, they need mid-control, but they only have 1 player there, and that's allowed Kerrigan just to sneak in through the connector. It doesn't even matter, though. Olaf's just getting kills on B left and right. As he picks up 2 entry frags, 2 headshots, Kerrigan's going to start to sneak in from behind. There's a free one, Doppelin dead, and they never know what hit them. 1 player left on GODSENT. It's just easy for FaZe right now. It's so good for FaZe, right? Because the position from Rain as well. Because A site's clear, they go, okay, GODSENT, the A player is up on long, Rain sits there, waits for that rotation, gets a free kill. It's just everything for FaZe is just falling into place, and it's going so well for them. 10-2. What can you say if you're GODSENT?
They're reading them like a book. Yeah. Having a cheeky little, maybe a sip on a mimosa or something like that, whilst enjoying a read by the poolside, and that book is titled GODSENT Plays. They are just absolutely running riot right now. Of course, we did say that their CT side was a little bit lackluster for GODSENT, yeah. So their T side could have a little bit more strength, but I'm not expecting it to be strong enough to come back from a scoreline like this, especially against FaZe.
Okay, it's not even their CT side, it's just their Cobble is bad. They've never won a map on Cobble out of the only 2 they've played. If that doesn't show enough here, what can you really expect? And this isn't even a good map for FaZe, so I'm even more worried going into Inferno later. Again, this game's not done. Let's not put it out like that, but it's getting very, very tough for GODSENT, and they need to find a shoehorn back into this map. Nico catches the rotation again. It's GODSENT just to give up B as they go for the A stack. FaZe, once again, having a nice read. Free bomb site for them, and Kerrigan just trying to mop up these anti-eco kills. Damage done. But there's no real pressure on FaZe to chase here. It's just confidence. They want to flex their muscles as they start to push on back in. Kerrigan, another couple of kills, and FaZe, 11 rounds. My question is, where's the pause?
Maybe GODSENT just want to get done with it, you know? Maybe they just want it over. They're thinking, do you know what? End our misery, end our suffering right now. Double AWP being brought up into round number 14.
On Dennis and Twist.
On Dennis and Twist.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how they're able to use them. No helmets, sorry, being bought from any of the GODSENT members. Obviously, you're coming up against full AKs and AWP, so it doesn't really matter. Get that extra smoke on board, get that more utility, and obviously an extra AWP as well. Why not whilst you're at it? FaZe Clan looking to pressure once more towards this B-bomb site. Now, you've got Dennis contending from Chicken Coop, but they haven't put anyone up towards that plateau. That full flash isn't going to matter as Rain walks out and gets slayed for it.
Yeah, nice first kill. Kerrigan's going to trade back with the entry, and Olaf as well. What's he doing? Just going to grab a free kill onto Schneider, who walks out of the drop down, not even checking his angle. Still, Dennis sits in the site, but they know it. He's already striked from the Chicken Coop before. They just need to check the bomb site now as Nico maneuvers round, just waiting for GODSENT to push up. They don't need to get aggressive. These CTs have the man advantage, but they're overfacing in Guardian. Another kill. Nico grabs a second as well, and suddenly it's all into the hands of Dennis. Gets the first, but now Nico's here. Uses his utility, fakes it out. Dennis wrapping around, he's going to fall for it. He turns back, and now Nico can start to push him from behind. It's all about timing. Who checks what? And Dennis will find it. So it does work out. The AWP on Dennis picks up the round for GODSENT, essentially. Not what I was going to be expecting into that round, but a third for the Swedes. Moving forward as well, they can pick up this 4th round of the half. They can move into the second one with a little bit of a buffer. Again, not going to be too happy about the performance, but a buffer is better than the shambles that it's been looking like so far this map.
Yeah, I mean, they need to pick up their feet into this last round of the half, as you say. FaZe Clan, they don't want to let them run away with this one, because they are that sort of team that, I mean, you give them any ground, they'll take it. We saw that. They were able to just insert themselves into any of these openings that GODSENT were leaving. And it's just something you can't do. You need to tighten up your play. You need to tighten up your rotations. And you need to tighten up your fragging as well, as Rain is going to open it up onto Twist over on the A long, as Disco does go for the face and lands the headshot with the FAMAS. Goes over and picks up that AK, goes for the spray through the smoke. Is anyone going to win that one out? No frags go through, but meanwhile, Kerrigan has pushed all the way up. Dennis on the site trying to spot that one out, and actually it's going to be Disco to take the frag onto Kerrigan as he turns around and spots out the aggressive push on towards that A site. And now, FaZe Clan once more at a man disadvantage.
And also very tagged up as well. This is where things get difficult. Even Schneider started to flank. While he won't grab that kill, he gets the information. FaZe cannot back off from this position. Now they have to commit towards A, otherwise they have to check this close corner. Schneider just waits. Olof expecting the player not to have crossed just yet, holds the right side, but it's all down to timing. Schneider has no need to push here with a man advantage. And again, FaZe have not shown their faces up on A for a few seconds here, so they're going to be reconsidering the full back. And that's why Schneider's still holding, but still 30 seconds and FaZe are going to begin to sneak up. Disco towards the back of the site, Freddy in the connector as well, and Schneider still sat put at the back lines. FaZe are running out of time, so they've got to get a pick here. Again, they're still tagged up and still at a man disadvantage. Dennis holds from the balcony area as well. 20 seconds. When are FaZe going to make their move? This is too late. Dennis, there's the kill. Can hold the cross as well. They won't be able to get towards the bomb site. I don't even see this being a doable round now for GODSENT. For FaZe, sorry, as GODSENT one by one will start to dispatch of them. There's another for Dennis. The flank finally comes out through Schneider, and that's 4 rounds and a half for GODSENT. A little better than the first few were looking for this Swedish side, but moving forward, we'll see what they can show into the second half. That's going to be just after the break, so stick with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is upon us as we jump into the
Nintendo franchise.
I don't even get that joke. I'm not even going to ask. Fast into middle here for GODSENT. All 5 players, actually 4, sorry. There's Dennis outside the B bomb site looking to split through the connector, but Kerrigan holding things down with the USP from the connected door will just be doing work. It's actually Rain who finds 2 as well, looking for a 3rd, and easy does it. FaZe Clan pretty much got the round now. It's all down to this flank from Dennis, but he's given away his position with that kill onto Guardian.
They do know where he is. He's going to sort of go and try and find the bomb, but they do know exactly where it is. FaZe Clan Rain. Oh dear, 4 kills for him in the pistol round. FaZe Clan looking sharp so far in the CT side. Obviously, we saw them be very dominant on their T side. Now, they're starting off in the right way to look the same on this CT side. GODSENT it's really an uphill struggle from this point on, because you have this round now where they play with those pistols, those 3 CZs and the 2 Deagles. We saw FaZe do it last half. Will they be able to do it this half? They need to be able to put those rounds on the board, because if they lose this one, they're looking at a 14-4 scoreline, and that is a very dangerous place to be.
Yeah, with that 4 rounds in the first half means they have 2 options here. They have to either get the pistol or their first buy. Otherwise, FaZe have guaranteed that 15th and probably going to close out the game as well. So this isn't your expected round win from GODSENT, but they've been given a lifeline, so looking to try and pick it up here. As we see FaZe, just 2 players on this A bomb site, 3 towards B, nothing too special with the setup, and GODSENT with a couple of bits of utility here and they're going to be setting that up outside of B. Issue is, FaZe have gone for a hell of a lot of SMGs, so that actually allows more utility, meaning that these smokes into B, FaZe can just counter it with smokes of their own. Guardian's got a little smoke there over on the plateau, can drop that down. We even have 2 Molotovs in play, which is very uncommon for second round, but FaZe knowing what GODSENT are going to throw in. Rain's going to be opening up towards A. That's the actual lurk taken down. And now we see this push into the site. Guardian can throw his utility out and GODSENT just diving on through.
They have to go through the broken wall position now, and they're actually zoned off from the rest of their team. He's pushed out. He does get 1 kill, but is taken down by Guardian over on the stairs as he tries to peek up for another kill, but Disco comes up on top. Carrigan goes down, but there we go. There's the cleanup crew. FaZe Clan able to finally shut that one down. GODSENT giving a little bit of jip towards the B site hold, but nonetheless FaZe Clan are going to hold strong, and so now GODSENT have to fully save here. Not enough money to buy anything, and they're looking at that 14-4 scoreline.
Yeah, not too surprising here coming into the second half after picking up the pistol. And GODSENT with no options now. Nothing coming through, just full Glocks, not even a flashbang to get them into middle here. It's going to be Olaf, not only a UMP, but also a Molotov. Dangerous territory, and Twist just going to jump on through at this point. GODSENT running out of options. This is this is a full Glock round, again, up against SMGs. What are you really expecting? The fact that Guardians bought the AWP up against Deco just shows how confident FaZe are moving forward. And Olaf a little bit more will eventually go down to the Glock, but Guardian, Deeg in hand, doesn't even need the AWP, grabs it, and FaZe grab 14. Now we see the second lifeline for GODSENT. This first buy of the half, will it be their last?
And now you see where those SMGs come into strength. Even though Olaf went down, he only dropped an SMG, and he's going to be able to buy up that full M4. I think that was actually dropped for him by Guardian.
Not there.
Potentially. Yeah, or Guardian just going to pick that AWP back up. But now, FaZe have a massive advantage, as they have done throughout most of the first half, but they're on the border of being able to take this one home. 5 AKs, sorry, as GODSENT go for a fast B push.
Yeah, just running on in. Guardian from the rock, not able to open things up. It's Dennis to pick things for the T side, and Guardian actually missing shots, uncharacteristic of him. He'll follow up, hits the second, goes for the third, and it's Disco alone, 1v3. Economy doesn't matter for FaZe, because next round GODSENT won't have the cash to play with, so they can afford to lose players as they go for the hunt. Disco wrapping around back through the plateau. He's been spotted. Last bits of utility thrown out, and they're going to start to aggress onto him. They line up though. Disco, 2 kills now. It's a 1v1, but he's up against Rain, the top fragger for FaZe, and he will show it. Grabs that final kill, and 15 rounds here for FaZe. GODSENT, no money to play with.
They lined up for that double spray down, and it looked for a second just like GODSENT could be in with a chance of taking that one home against sort of, well, most of the odds. Again, 1v3, very unlikely. But yeah, as you say, GODSENT throwing all their money in now, because obviously they have to full buy every round from this point onwards. 15 rounds on the board. If you lose a round, you lose the game. So you just throw all your money at it, no matter what you got. You have to win all of these rounds consecutively. 11 rounds is a tall order. Well, I don't think GODSENT are up to it at this point.
Yeah, I'm not leaning the way of the Swedes myself, but we'll see what they can do. Outside of B, they hold the default on A as well, already taking drop control. FaZe will give them that, but they won't give them any further control. As Carrigan shuts down Schneider trying to get out the window, and GODSENT now retreating back off of this B bomb site. The split through connector has been given up, so they all just send 4 players up towards A. FaZe still with Rain and Olafmeister on the other side, a deadly duo. And GODSENT, no utility to make this one work. A single flashbang is all they will hold. Olaf, here's the flash into middle, peeks back in. There's one. A second player there, but he's not in position to trade. Rain's even holding the back of Olaf, who'll fall down. And now Twist. Ooh, a missed spray, but Rain will connect it anyway, and he'll finish off the job. It's a map win for FaZe, and an extremely dominant one at that.
On a map that they potentially weren't super comfortable with as well. They are able to just take that one home. 16-4. That is a dominating scoreline if I've ever seen one. I think they're going to be looking to try and repeat that performance in the second map, but they are just going to be riding high off that one. I mean, they're riding high off the E-League, to be fair, but I mean, you know, they're just coming in and they're showing why they are one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, I mean, if not the best team in the world again, my prediction is they will be. And while they are at least in the HLTV ranking, we're yet to see, I'd say 2 tournament wins pretty much solidifies it, but I feel like maybe some people just need to see SK up against them. And you know, on LAN, SK versus FaZe, you know, on a grand final, I feel like they'd really give it away. But yeah, a great performance from FaZe. It's nice to see, again, the firepower of this team. Nico ended that game with 7 kills. Now, if we look back a little bit and we go to Mousesports Nico, if he ends the game with 7 kills, Mousesports lose. But it's funny that FaZe can have Nico on 7 kills at the end of the match and they can still win 16-4. You know, it just doesn't even matter. Everyone else is there to step up. Karrigan had some impact rounds. I would say the most important for that match was Rain. Ended in 24 frags, I think, on that second half. So just ridiculous, you know, putting up numbers again. He's been kind of the support player that people say has not been getting enough recognition for his ability and his individual skill, but he's been in this FaZe roster since the very beginning and he's been really dominating as of recent performance. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Rain continues in this team. But yeah, just a strong map in Cbble, and moving over to Inferno, GODSENT have got to be really worried, but we'll see what that's like in just a few minutes. We're going to be going for a short break, and map number 2 with you very soon.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in